Resource and Development Part 3. Today in this video, we are going to study land as a resource, uses of the land usage pattern in India, and land degradation and conservation measures. This concept is very important for 5 marks. The land usage pattern is asked for 3 marks. Land degradation and conservation measures are asked for 5 marks. So without delay, let's start. Land as a resource. We live on land, we perform our economic activities on land, we use it for various purposes. It supports natural vegetation, wildlife, human life, economic activities, transport, communication system, right? These are the uses of the land. You remember, you have studied this in 8th standard. However, land is an asset of finite magnitude. Therefore, it is important to use the available land for any purposes that we use with careful planning. In the last class, you studied about resource planning. So, land is a resource, should be used carefully. India has land under a variety of relief features. We have it in mountains, plateaus, plains and islands. About 43% of the land area is plain, which provides facilities for agriculture and industry. Mountains account for 30% of the total surface area of the country. To ensure perennial flow of some river, which provides facilities for tourism and ecological aspects. Remember the valleys, the mountain valleys, which are very famous for tourism. About 27% of the area of the country is a plateau region. It possesses rich reserves of minerals, fossil fuels and forest. The Chota Nagpur Plateau, the Deccan Plateau, right? Land utilization. How is land utilized? It is utilized for forest. It's very simple. Land not available for cultivation, that is barren and wasteland which cannot be cultivated. Land put to non-agriculture use, for like example building roads, factories at all. The land is utilized for these purposes. Other uncultivated land excluding the fallow land. Permanent pastures and grazing land, land under miscellaneous tree crops groves. It is not included in the net zone area. Cultivable wasteland, that is it is left uncultivated for more than 5 agriculture years. These are the uncultivated land. Fallow land, there are 2 types. Current fallow, that is left without cultivation for 1 or less than 1 agriculture year. Other than current fallow, that is left uncultivated for past 1 to 5 agriculture year, the fallow land. 5th one is a net sown area. Area sown more than once in an agriculture year plus net sown area is known as gross cropped area. Right? These 5 are the way how the land is utilized. I know here you might require the textbook for help. It's not so easy to understand these concepts. Please refer to the textbook here. Land usage pattern in India. This question comes for 3 marks. The use of land is determined both by physical factors such as topography, climate, soil types, as well as human factors such as population density, technological capability, culture and traditions. As you all know, total geographical area of India is 3.28 million square kilometer. However, only 93% of the total geographical area is used for reporting. For most of the northeast states except Assam has not been done. They have not surveyed the land. Moreover, some areas of Jammu and Kashmir occupied by Pakistan, the POK, and China have also not been surveyed. So whatever we have is a very less land. The land under permanent pasture has also decreased. How are we able to feed our huge cattle population on this pasture land and the consequences of it? Most of the other than the current fallow land are either of poor quality or the cost of cultivation of such land is very high. Hence, these lands are cultivated once or twice in about 2 to 3 years, and if these are included in the net sown area, then the percentage of the net sown area in India comes to about 54% of the total reporting area. Total reporting area was 93%, right? So nearly 50% is the net sown area. The pattern of net sown area varies greatly from one state to another. It is over 80% in Punjab and Haryana. That is why they are ahead. Less than 10% in Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Manipur, and Andaman Nicobar. That is because of the rugged mountains. You cannot cultivate there in the mountains. Forest area in the country is far lower than the desired 33% of the geographical area. It was outlined in the National Forest Policy 1952. It was considered, remember, there is a nice point here, 33% of the geographical area is a forest area. If you remember the RA forest, right, which was in Maharashtra, which was cut down to build a metro station, right? Now, when we try to reduce the forest cover, how can you expect the land to increase? It was considered essential for maintenance of the ecological balance, the livelihood of millions of people who live on the fringes of this forest, who belong to the lower class, who needs to go to the forest to get their supplies. It creates a not a good balance, right? Imbalance. A part of the land is termed as wasteland and land put to other non-agricultural uses. Wasteland includes rocky, arid, desert areas, and land put to other non-agricultural uses includes settlements, roads, railways, industry, etc. These land can be termed as wasteland. Anyhow, the agriculture cannot be done on them. Continuous use of land over a long period of time without taking any appropriate measures to conserve and manage it has resulted in land degradation. Thus, serious repercussions on society and the environment. I repeat again, continuous use of land over a long period of time without taking appropriate measures to conserve and manage it results in land degradation. Now, in this picture, you can see some of the reasons for land degradation. I will explain them in the next slide. Deforestation, industrial waste, overuse of fertilizers, quarrying, overgrazing. This is G, not D, overgrazing, mining. Now, in the exam, when the reasons for land degradation are asked, anyhow, you are going to write this. With these, you have to mention the states where they are. At present, there are about 130 million hectares of degraded land in India. Approximately 28% belongs to the category of the forest degraded area. 56% of its water eroded area, and the rest is affected by saline and alkaline deposits. This is the land usage pattern actually. Now, some human activities such as deforestation, overgrazing, mining, quarrying, already I have told, have resulted in land degradation. We'll deal with them in detail. Mining sites are abandoned after excavation work is complete, leaving deep scars and traces of overburdening, like in the states Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, and Odisha. There, due to mining, severe land degradation has happened due to mining and deforestation in these states. You may remember these states for minerals. In states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Maharashtra, overgrazing is a problem. In the states of Punjab, Haryana, Western UP, over irrigation is problem. So many times you have heard about that one. In the chapter development also I mentioned Punjab, Haryana and Western UP. Now over irrigation is responsible for land degradation due to water logging, leading to the increase in salinity and alkalinity in the soil. The mineral processing like grinding of limestone for cement industry and calcite, that is calcite or calcite and soapstone for ceramic industry, generate huge quantity of dust in the atmosphere. It retards the process of infiltration of water into the soil after it settles down on the land. In recent years, we have seen the industrial effluents as waste have become a major source of land and water pollution. So the fourth one is about the industrial effluents, right? This can take place anywhere there are factories. Now, what the things need to be done? Land conservation. How can you do the land conservation? Some are mentioned. Afforestation. What is afforestation? Planting trees, planting shelter belts, checking over irrigation, terrace farming. Now, other than these main important ones, we have some others also. There are many ways to solve the problems of land degradation, afforestation, and proper management of grazing. I told you, planting of shelter belts of plants, control on overgrazing. What is a shelter belt? What is strip cropping? What is contour plowing? I'm going to explain that in the videos to come because we are going to reach out for the soil. Stabilization of the sand dunes by growing thorny bushes are some of the methods to check land degradation. The sand dunes, please check out this in the internet, the stabilization of sand dunes. How does the stabilization of sand dunes help in checking land degradation? Other than this, proper management of wastelands, control of mining activities, proper discharge and disposal of industrial effluents and wastes after treatment can reduce land and water degradation in industrial and suburban areas. These things can be done to control the land degradation. Okay guys, today we have learnt about the land as a resource, the land usage pattern, land degradation and how to control the land. Conserve the land as a resource. Now tomorrow we are going to study about the soil as a resource, types of soils, soil erosion and the control measures. That is much more important than the land. Now that is why the last slide deliberately taken soil. Thank you guys for watching. If you don't understand, please watch the video again. It would help you a lot. If you're watching my video, if you have any doubts, you can put it in the comment box down below. Thank you guys. Thank you. Stay safe. Stay safe. Stay in.